Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love you. Because why? Love makes the world go round and round and round. And love is the greatest medicine of them all. And truly, the final analysis is that love always wins. Hey, everybody, before we begin our lovely message for today, this is what I want you to do. I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to ding, 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 ding. Hit that subscription and notification button so that we will get with you every single day. Every time we post up, our goal is 365 days a year. You can get some phenomenal information that's going to enlighten you to accomplish your dreams every day and all day. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is this. It is very important for you to fully understand that the universe has your back. I want you to really understand that, because so many people go through life thinking that nobody cares, nobody's looking out for them, that they are set up for the worst case scenario, that, the world, you've heard that line, the world is against us, that there's a conspiracy theory, there's somebody out to get us. A lot of us are truly paranoid about a lot of things. It doesn't help that you've got the government and you've got what's on social media and everybody's running scared. And I'm here to tell you, and I'm here to remind you, actually just give you confirmation on a couple of things. A reminder that truly every day when you wake up in the morning, that God truly is looking out for your best interests and wants to give you the best in the world. And I want you to stop looking for mama and daddy and the preacher and the school teacher and the boyfriend or the government or the president or all these other or social media, your likes on Facebook, or how many followers you got on Instagram, etc., or how many tweets you've been tweeted or retweeted that you sent out, and to realize that none of that matters. None of that matters. I'm going to say this to you. Today, you woke up. And when you woke up, you stood up, and guess what? Gravity was there for you. You didn't think about a second glance of if it was not going to be there for you or not. Another thing, you're taking a breath right now. You don't think about, am I going to breathe on that next breath that's coming when I open up my mouth? Am I going to be able to breathe? You don't ever worry about that. More importantly, when you go outside, the world is not upside down. Matter of fact, many of you went outside and it was a beautiful day with sunshine and blue skies and, a wonderful 70-degree weather like I experienced today, And that is a sure enough sign. Keyword is fresh air. In some countries, let's keep it real, there's a lot of challenges. People would want to have fresh air. People have to go thousands of miles for clean water. People have to, beg for their food, or they don't have any food. They don't even guaranteed food that's coming. Matter of fact, some people have to, a lot of times we do intermittent fasting here in the US of A. Well, some people have to fast involuntarily. They have no choice but to fast. They may eat every 3 days, to get a good meal. So I want you to really fully grasp. And I hear about, so many things that are going on between family and friends and loved ones, and it's tragedy, to say the very least. And though you may have some challenges with your brother and your mother and the people that you live with, if you only understood what so many people are experiencing, out there in the world. But I want you to fully grasp that the universe has your back. And just you starting out today is a sure enough sign that something righteous is coming your way. But like the old saying goes, even though the universe is like taking up for a lot of your mishaps, let's keep it real, the many mistakes that you made, etc., in life, keep in mind, you focus your energies on being the God goddess within inside of you. Like I said, as you take one step to God, God will take 1,000 steps to you. It's real simple, okay? You know, there's a saying that goes, all are chosen. Everybody's chosen. It's just few are listening, paying attention, and doing the work. I mean, I'm just very, very clear. You know, if anything is happening to you, it's only based upon what you're doing. You know, we always say, for example, I know people who have done it. You know, I can remember a long time ago, there was a good friend of my mother's. And, you know, we were into veganism and all that kind of wonderful stuff. And I remember her saying very sarcastically, well, you're going to die of something, you know, because I guess she didn't want to give up her meat or whatever the case may be. But lo and behold, one day she was actually dying of something. She had hepatitis C. And guess what? When death was knocking at her door, she wasn't ready to go. But then again, keep in mind, she caused that situation to happen. If you go to drink, oh well. If you're going to eat unhealthy, oh well. You know, these things are going to happen. And it's always those people that say, you know, why is this happening to me? What have I done to deserve this? We got to look at the man or woman in the mirror and realize somewhere along the line you played an active role in acquiring these diseases. I see so many people say F cancer. Well, number one, let me tell you about cancer. One of the signs of getting cancer is that you're a very angry and resentful person. So if you go around saying F cancer, hello, cancer's going to take a hold of you with all that anger. You're eating away at yourself because you're a very unhappy person. So we got to understand, if we've acquired any type of disease, once again, we created it. If we're financially, you know, having challenges, you know, it's another thing that people complain about. You know, the government didn't give me my check, whatever the case may be. But, you know, a long time ago, you should have been investing. You should have been saving your money at 18 years of age, even if it was $10 a day. Because one day you want to get to be 65. Or one day you get to the point where you're not going to be able to work. Or one day you're going to be downsized because your boss says you're too old to work and we got to get that new, you know, younger person in there to take over your job so we can have to pay you less and pay them less because we're paying you too much. You know, you knew that day was coming, you know. So once again, if you don't have enough money for retirement, you got to depend on Social Security. Well, that is you created that, you know. So that's why it is so important to really stop playing the victim blame shame game. Take responsibility for where you're at and start doing you righteously. Okay? That is so important that you do that. Okay? That is the one thing that I learned. You know, when I really woke up, I became woke. When you're homeless, you got time on your hands to sit back and think about, you know, how you got yourself in that predicament. And that's the one thing that I really owned up to. That's when I really started to take responsibility for everything that happened to me. Everything. I am very, very clear. If anybody does anything so-called to me, nope. First, I did something to myself to make that happen. I really take, and when you do that, it's so easy to immediately, once you take responsibility, you do find the answers real quick. And once you find the answers real quick, you're able to solve it and get yourself out of that predicament real quick. The longer you blame somebody else and put it on them, the longer you have that disease. The longer you have that financial disease, you're financially anemic, bronchitis. The longer you have that, the longer you'll be in that dysfunctional relationship until you realize that's you. You created it. And so once you realize that, you have the power. See, you have power within inside of you that God has given you. That's a gift. And the universe will support you as you realize that. And the reason why I can say that to you is because I can remember once I realized that I made myself homeless, guess what I did? I immediately decided to buy a home. Yep. I got my financial act together. And I immediately started to be responsible, got my credit on point. I immediately, decided I wasn't going to play that renter's game because I didn't want to get into the rat race all over again and get to the point where I'm paying, somebody else's, retirement plan. So I took a gamble, but nothing to lose and everything to gain. I was already at my lowest, and I became very, very proactive. So I was very clear that, okay, what if I become financially educated? See, I was financially illiterate. So my theories were simple. Well, let me become financially educated. And so I read every book on, millionaires, how they did it, how they got there. And then I went through, after reading the book, guess what I did? I took action. Most people read the book and meditate on it. No, don't get me wrong, I want you to meditate on it. But after you do that, you got to take action. That's what the law of attraction means. Because in the word attraction is what? The word action. So I immediately went out there and I immediately got the mortgage broker and I immediately did all the things that I needed to do and had garage sales and opened my private practice outside of my home. And then I went out there looking for the property then I went out there and I read real estate books and I negotiated a deal for my first property, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Go look at, the previous, videos on how I became a millionaire, But once again, because, once I started to do all of that, be responsible, and the universe saw that, it assisted me. It gave me the impotence to, go after, that property that had the sold sign on it. And it told me, that's your house, Elon. I called the agent, and if I would just went by that sign, and she told me the house just fell out of escrow. I knew right then and there that God was ordering my steps, that God was supporting me. Because it was only God that knew that house, even though it had a sold sign on it, was available and it was mine. And then another instance was real simple. My credit score was, I didn't even know what it was, months ago. I knew about maybe 5 years ago before I got the house, it was in 500. And then I'm like, with my fingers crossed, I'm sitting at the table with the mortgage guy. He looks it up. I'm at 701 and I needed 70. No, it was 703. I needed 703. That was the magic number in order to get 100% of a finance loan for the property. And then because of that book that real estate book that was gifted to me, it told me a strategy and trick to have the seller pay the closing costs for me. So I had to take any money out of my pocket. But once again, it was because the universe saw me taking action, being proactive, being positive, thinking abundance mentality, meditating and praying and fasting and doing my affirmations and doing all the necessary work. Sold my wedding ring, sold, had a garage sale. So, did whatever I needed to do, rented out, one of my rooms. And he provided me with the people, places, and situations and circumstances to make everything come together. Found that tenant that I needed to live in one of the rooms in order for me to pay that mortgage. And she gave me, not only the first month's rent, but she gave me the deposit, which was literally, which I had to pay 40 days later, which was $900 for my first mortgage. I just took each month at a time. And I went to sleep saying, okay, God, give me the answers of what I need to do to solve this problem in the morning. I'd go to sleep, I'd wake up, I'd have the answer, and more importantly, what God told me to do, I did it, and guess what? Because I did what God told me to do, guess what? I got the results. So I'm trying to tell you, keep in mind, I was homeless. That's why I know God got your back. And there's nothing special about me that's not special about you. Because I had no one. I had no family, I had no friends, I had no one to help me. That's why I know, that's why I became real spiritual. Because it was truly me and God. So I know I was given so many examples because when I really needed God, God was there for me. And I know he or she is going to be there for you too. But you got to tap into the God and Goddess within inside of you in order to draw that beautiful vibrational frequency to you and acknowledge it. That's what prayer is. Prayer is our conversation with God, the universe. And our meditation is God answer back to you. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to be in it to win it. You got to do these practical spiritual tips in order to connect and get that information that God's got just for you to help you accomplish your health dreams, your wealth dreams, your relationship dreams, your purpose dreams, all those type of things that you aspire to do. but you got to do the work. So remember, God has got your back. Okay? Ask and ye shall receive. Knock and the door is going to be open for you, but you got to ask and you got to knock in order to get the blessings that are available to you. And you got to believe. Don't be pessimistic. Don't be, negative. Don't be controversial. Okay? And don't be fearful. You got to be faithful. You got to have the faith that God has got you. And you be God get. You will get God. For sure. So let's say that meditation right now. And I hope you appreciate that meditation. I hope you feel better. You're all right. I mean, with God for you, who can be against you? Okay? Stop depending on man. You're going to get your feelings hurt. The air is to be human. Okay? But there's nothing like, the gift of God. So let's say our wonderful meditation for the day. Dear Heavenly Spirit, Divine Gracious Mother, Father God, thank you so much for instilling with me the knowing that you are always with me every single step of the way, through every experience that I'm going on in life. That all I need is to call on you, and you will answer my prayers in divine order, in a divine way. And I must be patient in knowing and having faith and believing that you will give me what I need exactly when I need it. And I say thank you in advance for all the blessings. I have faith in you because you have faith in me. So in advance, I say thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. And I glorify your name. Amen. Ashe. Peace. Hetapu. Namaste. Have a fantastic day.